What's up YouTube, Awesome Yuga here, and today we're here with a Burning Abyss deck profile. I wanted to play this pretty much since it came out. I didn't pick it up at first because I thought it wouldn't have that big of an impact on the meta, but it did. So this guy got really pricey, so I wanted to wait out with picking it up for a little bit longer. I finally got to get it fairly cheap with some trades, so I picked up 2 of them, so I can finally do the deck profile. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get into it. Right now, this is one of the better decks, probably within the top 3, maybe even the second best deck next to Shaddoll, and it's going to get more support in the near future. They already leaked a synchro for them, a level 6 synchro, which looks really good. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to playing this deck for the future, but for now we're running this build. This is definitely what you're going to be playing against the until next challengers comes out. So we have triple tour guide. I really like how this card is good again. We are going to get the October banned list relatively soon. Might be even within these couple of days. I actually don't know when I'm going to upload it, so by the time I upload it, might even actually be revealed already, which would be... but what I was going to... Tour Guide might actually be on that list, because it isn't a Burning Abyss card, but it does hurt the deck if you're going to hit Tour Guide. They normally don't want to hit the newer cards that just came out, so they're not going to hit, like, for example, let's say Dante. But it could hit cards like this. Same counts for Shaddoll. They could hit like Mathematician or Emptiness, for example. But for now, we played a triple tour guide, which can pretty much search out your entire deck. Sir, for example. Of course, all these guys have the same floater effect, and you can also special summon all of them if you don't have any spell or traps. And float effect does differ from card to card. Third, and your triple Graph. Also, you can special summon him if you don't have any spell traps. You must keep in mind that you can only activate one of these effects per turn. So if you're going to, let's say, Sir and Graph, you could special summon out both, and then overlay into Dante and detach one, but they won't get the effect from being sent to grave. So what you could do is just normal summon Sir, special summon Graph, and then detach the Graph for Dante's effect, for example. And then you still get the Sir effect. So triple Graph and triple Scram. This is really standard for now. Actually, I think even when the synchros come out and they probably get like a tuner or something else, I don't know, this is still what you're going to run, 3, 3, and 3. That's it for the Burning Abyss cards. That's all we have right now for the monsters. Then 2 Mathematician. Of course, you can just send one of your Burning Abyss cards, get their effects off. With Mathematician, then you can go into Dante and then detach the Burning Abyss card you brought back with one of your other Burning Abyss cards if you already had one in grave, or you can special summon one from a deck as well, and get that effect off. And of course you can also send a light monster if you don't already have that, if you want to make your BLS live. I played 2 effect Vealer, that's the only light monster in the main deck, but of course, except for BLS, but BLS isn't a target for BLS. But of course a lot of your extra deck, mainly this guy, is light as well, so BLS is going to be live fairly easy. And I like Vealer for the grave setup the most, because it's just really easy to discard from the hand. And if you're really need to, like I said, you can even send it with Mathematician to get BLS live. And then of course you just run the BLS because you can run it, you can drop it really easily, and it's just it's still broken. This might actually get hit as well because Shaddolls are playing it right now, and Burning Abyss is playing it right now, so BLS might actually get hit too. I don't hope so, because I kind of like the card. So that's it for the monsters. That is 17 if I'm not mistaken. Then for the spells, I played triple Astral Force. This card is absolutely busted in this deck. I didn't want to run 3 at first. No, that's not true. I wanted to run 3 at first, then I decided to cut it to 2, then I even cut it to 1. But then I dropped some other cards from the main deck that I didn't really like or didn't feel were necessary in the main deck. For example, Mystical Space Typhoon, and I just bumped this back up to 3, because this card can steal games. Then Triple Supply Squad, was playing him at 2 for a while as well, but this card can just generate too much advantage. Of course, it's really busted when you have this in your opening hand with a Mathematician. That's really good. So yeah, it's just no reason not to run 3 of this, even if it stops your Burning Abyss effects from special summoning themselves from your hand. You can just do that and then play the Supply Squad. Triple Upstar for consistency. And then a Foolish Burial, because that's absolutely not the nuts in this deck, and Allure of Darkness for the more consistency. It's not that bad if you have to banish like a Tour Guide, or any of your Burning Abyss cards, dropping you down to 8 of those. That's really no problem. That's it for the spells. I believe that was 11. Then the traps. Triple Phoenix Wing Windblast. Best reason I love this deck is because you can run this card at 3. Really doesn't cost you anything, and this card's so good. Phoenix Wing Windblast, really good against Emptiness. Letting your opponent top deck their own Emptiness back after you've special summoned. It's just so good, because of course we all know Emptiness is really bad against established boards. But there are more examples, and facing a back row to let them death draw that. It's just, this card's too good. Karma Card. Really like this in the mirror match. It's just one. I don't feel like you need to need to run more than one, because in some matchups it's not that great. Of course, it's always nice to just being able to flat out banish a card, but it's not as generic as Phoenix Wing Windblast is, because this only hits monsters. And then one Raigeki Break. This is a more permanent out against Emptiness. You can kind of see this like an MST, but this also solves a lot of problems as well. You can just hit any card on the field, but mostly against Emptiness. It's more of a permanent out than Wing Blast is, so I like to run the one Raigeki Break as well. Then 2 Breakthrough Skill, mostly for Winda, and of course it's good against Tellarknights as well, and against the mirror. Hitting a Tour Guide can really slow your opponent down. Warning, I just feel like this card is absolutely great this format. Compulse, same reason, and then Triple Emptiness once again, because it's kind of needed. So that's it for the main deck. Extra deck we have, let's see, there's a side. Double Dante. This card looks amazing. I feel like the entire art shape looks amazing, by the way. And this card is amazing. The Card Trooper effect. Getting to 2500, which is, it's kind of a big deal right now. It gets over a lot of stuff. And then going to defense position, also having a 2500 booty. Dante is just incredible. And then you have the 2 Pleiades for the rank up. Light, Warrior, Warrior. So you can rank up your Dante after you've used his effect, or if you don't have any materials left, into Pleiades. And of course we all know how problematic Pleiades can be for a lot of decks. Then I played a 1 Alucard along with the 1 Vampire Brand. Also this is a Astral Force combo. Same counts for Mega Equipped Engineer and Tiras. Very light. And the same counts for Granosaurus and Fulcosaurus. I kind of like these 2 the most, because being able to Tour Guide into Granosaurus, then use your Astral Force into Fulcosaurus and just steal a game, that's just nasty. Straight out nasty. I really like that. And then for just some regular rank 3s, Nightmare Shark. For those of you who don't know this card, it's legal for us in Europe right now too, because we did get it in a Mega Tints. This is kind of like a Heartland Draco for rank 3, so this is also a card that can steal games. Zenmaines and Leviair. Leviair, of course, in combination with BLS, really good. And that's it for the XCs. Then I play Shaddoll Winda and Shaddoll Construct. This is for the super polymerization I am citing. For those of you who don't know how this works or why this is a thing, I really like this, just make sure Shaddoll matchup game 3 so much easier. This is along with the super polymerization. Now basically, if your opponent has a Winda out, you can just super poly their Winda along with any of your dark monsters. So any of your Burning Abyss or whatever. The same counts with Construct, but then you would need a light monster, so that would need to be either Evac Vealer or BLS, or of course any of your extra deck cards. You could use your Pleiades, your Dante, Tyrus, whatever. Because they themselves are the Shaddoll monster, so this needs a Shaddoll plus a dark. It's really easy, of course. This needs a Shaddoll plus a light. But he himself is a Shaddoll already, so that's really something that can steal the game against Shaddolls. So and you kind of have the room in the extra deck. You don't really need. You could use. You could run another Alucard, for example, but I feel like that's just win more, and this is just. It's a really good game 2 and 3 against Shaddoll. So I feel like this is the better option to run in the extra deck along with the super polymerization in the side, because pretty much the Shaddoll player can do anything against that. Side deck, 2 Ryza. This is mostly for Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. Triple Flying Sea, because this just wins you the mirror match. Really good. I really like this in the mirror match. I like this a lot more than Chain Disappearance. 2 Raikou, also for mostly Chain Disappearance. Triple MST for any of the other floodgates like Dimensional Fissure, Microcosmos, and of course Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, and of course just the emptiness and stuff. That's all the basic stuff. The 2 super polymerizations, like I said, for the extra deck, really good. 2 Stygian Dirge for Satellanites, and Malevolent Catastrophe also mostly for Satellanites. So that's it for the deck. In the comment section down below, let me know what you think of Burning Abyss. Like I said, I absolutely love the art of these cards. And I love how they just float, how they roll around. I think Konami did a really good job making this TCG exclusive archetype. Yeah, and I'm actually really looking forward to the new support. It kind of sucks that it has to be secret as well, the Synchro, because that's going to probably be a pretty expensive card as well. But oh yeah, probably going to get some boxes, so I might even pull one. And then of course I really like it if it's an expensive secret rare, because then you get more value out of your box, which I feel like, but I've already spoken about this, should always happen. But yeah, that's it for now. Nothing else to say. See you guys with the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and bye!